Hey, and welcome back to Every Note Counts. I'm really excited about what we're going to cover today. It's a quick and easy way to get some really awesome sounds. And when someone says, "Oh, hey, can you play something?" and your mind goes completely blank, you can just sit down and piddle around on this and sound like you know exactly what you're doing. And then when people are all like, "Wow, did you write that?" you can say, "Yeah, I did. It was kind of awesome, wasn't it?" Don't say that, you won't make any friends. Before we get into that though, shameless plug. Please click like and subscribe below this video and turn on the notifications also so you know when a new video gets released. Please do this so I can make more videos and reach a wider audience. And also because I would like to write a book called My Humble Beginnings on YouTube. And after I learn to read and write, I'll be well on my way. We're going to use this G chord shape instead of a more traditional major chord shape that would have its root on the deep E string. This thumb over approach that I typically use. I just learned today that apparently this thumb over grip that I use, which I always just called it the Jimi Hendrix grip, is also called the broomstick grip. If you're wondering why, it's because apparently when witches were done eating children and building candy houses, they would sit down to play guitar, and this is how they would hold the neck. If you had never heard that before, it's understandable. I just made it up, but that doesn't dissuade me from believing it. So when you play a G chord here in the open position, you can actually move that same shape up the fretboard, but you're just going to have to use your pointer finger for how you would normally play those open strings. So your finger in essence, your pointer finger in essence acts as the nut, which would make this incredibly difficult shape. But the farther up the neck we go, the less your fingers have to spread apart, but the more your wrist has to tilt to accommodate it. We're actually going to play these licks between fret 9 and fret 12 because this is how many frets that G-shaped chord spans. You would bar here at the 9th fret and then place those remaining fingers right here. Ring finger on the 12th fret of the deep E string, on the A string, the 11th fret, and then this pointer finger is barring all of those on the 9 up to the high E string, which is being played by your pinky on the 12th fret. That's really difficult though, so it's easier just to break these, to break this chord into two halves. Deepest three strings, and then those highest three strings right here. So there's the two halves of your chord. Also, box 1 takes up 4 frets, so we could play that at this location. So our goal here is to overlay box 1 with that G chord shape, and since that G chord shape has its root here on the 12th fret of the deep E string, that is actually going to be our root note of the chord. So this is a E major chord. So we're going to choose licks that sound nice over that major sound. So let's jump right into the first lick. So we'll start off by just playing these deepest 3 strings on that G chord shape. And then we're going to play a double stop here at the D string and the G string and quickly hammer on from the D string 9th fret to the D string at the 11th fret. And then hammer off, play the 11th fret of the A string, and then go back to that double stop on the 9th fret of the D string and G string. So we're going to arpeggiate those bottom 3 strings again. And then we're just going to hammer on with the 9th fret, the A string, and the D string. We're going to use that as a double stop and then hammer on to the 11th fret on the A string. Give it a little wiggle, which mutes out the D string when we do that. and then come back down to the 9th fret on the A string. You can pick those if you want, or just do hammer-offs. Whichever you prefer. This next lick, we're going to begin with a hammer-on from the 9th to the 11th fret on the A string, and then kind of arpeggiate these next 3 strings. This is going to be the 9th fret of the D string, the 11th fret of the G string, and the 12th fret of the B string. We just slowly play the chord or quickly arpeggiate, whichever mental framework you prefer to look at it. So, and then pull off your ring finger and pinky and just play the D string, the G string, and the B string all on the 9th fret. Play it again. This time hammer on with your ring finger from the 9th fret to the 11th fret of the D string, like that. And that's the 3rd lick. For this next lick, you're going to play a bunch of hammer-ons between the 9th fret and the 11th fret. So start off by hitting the G string and the B string on the 9th fret, and then hammer on and off of the the G string very quickly at the 11th fret, and then pick the 11th fret of the D string. And then we're going to bar the D string and the G string at the 9th fret and do that again. Hit it, hammer on, and then pull off. So, hammer on to the 11th fret of the A string. So far we have. And then we just arpeggiate the G chord shape again. That's 12 on the deep E string, 11 on the A string, 9th on the D string, and then 9th on the G string. That gives us the closing arpeggiated E major. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and turn on the notification bell. And until next time, make every note count.